من ربك ربي الله ما دينك ديني الإسلام.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Deen Matters Family Edition. The last episode we talk about love and how it could be from different levels, spiritual. But Dr. Slimi, for some, they might feel it's a little too theoretical. Could you help us bring it down to a more practical level? What is love?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. We mentioned before that we love with our spirit. And we gave example. Another example is Prophet ﷺ saying to his companions, if you love someone for the sake of Allah, meaning you have no interest, no worldly interest, there's no lust involved, there is no hidden agenda, there is no worldly gains, you just like this person. That is your spirit, that is your heart. Maybe intellectually, you don't know, you're not the same background, education, you don't share anything from this world, but the only thing you share is that faith, or you love the character of this person. He said, go and tell the person, I love you for the sake of Allah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, one way of spreading love is to talk to each other. Talk and let others, he said, akhbirhu or a'limhu means let him know. Or a woman would go to another sister, sister, I really love you for the sake of Allah. In today's society, you love me, what is this? But the environment, the society was so educated about people expressing what's in their heart in a very respectful way. Today, it would be kind of awkward. Oh, why do they say this? Because there is, unfortunately, a garbage that has infiltrated the way we think. Okay, so you understand, people are also thinking away. Parents, children, they hug each other, they love each other, they'll give, their life to each other. There's no lust involved in this, absolutely none of that. And then you have husbands and wives. The real love that lasts is the love that is bonding them spiritually. And you cannot imagine moving these relationships and treating them the same way. For instance, your relationship with your mother is so spiritual, it's so emotional. And what comes to your mind, you just want to spend time with your mom, give her a hug, Then your relationship with your wife, let's say you're traveling, or your husband for sisters, you can't wait to see them and hug them and be with them. The company, just listening to their voice. Not always last. And then your relationship with your friend. You miss them. I haven't seen you. I'm meeting many people, but being next to me and talking and having coffee with me or dinner is totally different. You find peace. All of these relationships, there is the element of peace. That's what we said before. There is no love without peace. When you speak about lust, love with lust, peace is not a requirement. Sometimes even trust is not a requirement, because that's an animalistic kind of love. And people have to distinguish, if you're attracted to someone, physically and this, it's good, not bad. That would enhance the marriage. But that, like the intimate relations. But the real love that lasts, that bonds the relationship, is you love with your spirit, with your intellect. You have that emotional attachment.
Now, Dr. Slimi, we're living in a society where a lot of this lustful desires is celebrated, even like in the movies and songs. What about our Muslim youth, let's say, who are in high school and university and they're surrounded by things like this? How could they hold on?
Ask yourself, in 50 years from now or 70 years from now, is this the person you want next to you? So if you're basing it on beauty, beauty goes. We all wrinkle and get old. Do you feel attachment to this person spiritually? Do you think this is going to be your best friend in your life? Then that is the right person for you. Don't just be superficial. What you're experiencing is not the real love. And how? You ask yourself, is this the person I feel living with? Not just having some temporary pleasure. For today's society, they're taking the superficial, they're taking the glamour, they're taking the shell and focusing too much on it, and we have become superficial. I say to my children and the youth and all of us, let's not be lured by glittering lights. we should focus on how we can connect with people spiritually, intellectually, and inshallah nothing wrong to be attracted. You know that biochemistry is there, but it's not the foundation of your relationship. And Islam says it's a responsible love, and you do it within what is halal and haram. If you're a believer, if we're talking to non-believers, that's a different thing. For us as believers, we go back to that square of halal and haram. This is where I can practice my love and make that inshallah fruitful, and nothing is perfect. We ask Allah to put barakah in it.
Thank you, Dr. Slimi, for reminding us that the choices we make, our spiritual connection to Allah, and making sure that we're constantly within the bounds of Islam will lead us to the right love. Thank you for tuning in. Deen Matters Family Edition. Hit the subscribe button and let us know if you have any questions in the comments. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.